Grand Rising, everybody. So, we're going over Sunday's results, which will reveal big money patterns. Big money patterns is what I have dubbed as the numbers communicating via energy, frequency, and vibration, which I can hear, see, and feel. My results should prove this every single day. So, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I promised this number would show up and show out. I said, focus on my top five four digits, which I promise my top two big money patterns will manifest from 725 to 731. Remember, we do not gamble here. It is always an investment. I even said that you would see that number in North Carolina. So I'm going to try to catch as many of these as I can. A lot of times I will miss them moving too fast. But as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, if you pay close attention, focusing on my top five three digits, which I promise my top two big money patterns will manifest 725 to 731. I also guaranteed it would show up and show out in North Carolina. Straight, ladies and gentlemen. Triple nines, triple nines, triple nines, triple nines, triple nines, triple nines. I said you would see that number between 723 and 729. Today is 728. Do you have your 871 promise kept? I told you, focus on my top five three digits, which I promise my top two big money patterns will manifest 726 to 731. Yesterday was 727. One day is all it took. For that promise to fruition. $522, ladies and gentlemen, 522. I guaranteed it with double dollar signs for it to fall straight. $7262. I promise you would see that number on yesterday's date. It's the only number on fire. I made it so a 5-year-old could comprehend this. 480. I promised that number would fall straight over and over and over again. How many people were listening? 480. Straight, ladies and gentlemen. I said, focus on my top five three digits, which I promised my top two will manifest 723 to 730 in Michigan and Maryland, right up under it. Better stop playing with me, ladies and gentlemen. There is your, let's see here. What do we have here? North Carolina, North Carolina, North Carolina with the 339 and the 933. 7508. Oh, that's Tennessee. Here we go. 4597, 4597, 4597. This was a Tennessee number, ladies and gentlemen, 4597. I promised my number one number would show up and show out in Tennessee. Tennessee only drew one time yesterday. We nailed it on a promise. I said focus on my top five four digits, which I promised my top two big money patterns will manifest. 724 to 731. I also guaranteed it to drop in Tennessee. Okay, pen and paper, 3465. Pen and paper, 8462. Pen and paper, 6341. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 6341 over and over and over again. Maryland, you're going to see it in New York, Kentucky. Ladies and gentlemen, 6341, I made a promise that that number would drop, and it dropped in Indiana. Pay close attention to two states before, two states after. Watch out for 8463. You will see 8463. You're going to see it in Georgia, Rhode Island, Missouri, and DC. Watch out for 5527. You will see 5527 over and over and over again in North Carolina. 8461, you will see. Your 8461 is Georgia. Remember, two states before, two states after. And you will see 1656, New York, Mississippi, and New Jersey. Two states before, two states after. Watch out for 6634. You will see that combination. 550797. 550 Iowa, 797 Mississippi. You're watching out for 793 no matter what. Mississippi, New York, Indiana, Georgia, two states before, two states after. Don't leave out Tennessee. 061 is a North Carolina hookup. Write that down. Two states before, two states after. 326 you will see no matter what. It's guaranteed, but I'm saying no matter what, just based on what I'm seeing. You're going to see 698, ladies and gentlemen. 698 is a very strong guaranteed combination. Those numbers are by way of North Carolina, two states before, two states after. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I promised 061 would do what it was supposed to do. Straight. Better stop playing with me. 4369. You will see 4369 in Maryland. You'll see it in Missouri. Two states before, two states after. Watch out for 4367 DC. You'll see it in Missouri. You'll see it in New Jersey. Two states before, two states after. Watch out for 2105. You will see that number over and over and over again. You're going to see that number in Michigan, Iowa, Virginia, two states before, two states after. 6744. You will see that combination in Missouri. You'll see it in New Jersey, two states before, two states after. I need you to watch out for 2746. That's extremely strong. Missouri, Georgia, heavy in Missouri. 2093, no matter what. 3489. You're going to see 3489 over and over and over again. Maryland, Michigan, Georgia, 2 states before, 2 states after. Watch out for 6344. That's the second time I've given you that combination. That is a big money pattern. 0125, ladies and gentlemen. I promised that number would show up and show out. I'm telling you, it will continue to keep dropping. You have till 731 to invest in it. 1465. You will see 1465 over and over and over again. New York. You'll see it in Mississippi. You'll see it in South Carolina. 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, 2163. You will see 2163. That is a huge big money pattern. Georgia. 2 states before, 2 states after. And ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee that number would show up and show out in Kentucky. Watching out for 2165, Mississippi. 2165, New York, Missouri, Kentucky, Indiana. You'll see it in South Carolina, 2 states before, 2 states after. Watch out for 2162, 2112. Ladies and gentlemen, 2122. So your 7809 comes from your 2221. Remember that. Write that down. You will see quad ones. Ladies and gentlemen, 7890, I promised would show up and show out. It did. I told you all you had to do was focus on my top four digits, which I promise my top two big money patterns will manifest between the dates 721 and 727. I even met my deadline as proof that I know when a number will fall. I know where it will fall. I know 90% of the time how it will fall. Stop playing with me. 626-585. You will see 585 on fire. I promised it. You are going to see 102, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to see 738 no matter what. 738, 738 DC, 738 Missouri, 738 Pennsylvania. 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out Georgia. 981. I told everybody 981 would fall over and over and over again. How many people were listening? So we got 981 for Florida, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to watch out for Florida. 2 states before, 2 states after. Three, 6, 8, no matter what. 368, no matter what. You see 368, no matter what, in Pennsylvania, Iowa. You see it in Missouri. Your 450 is extremely strong. $954 is guaranteed. Missouri, Ohio, Georgia. Heavy in Georgia. Don't leave out New Mexico. Those numbers are by way of Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I promised 981 would fall over and over and over again straight. And it fell in Florida straight, and it fell in Virginia straight. 2 states before, 2 states after. There you have it again. Promise straight. Better leave me alone. 334, no matter what. 550, on fire. Your 550 on fire. You will see 550, sum of 10 in New York. $195, Mississippi, New Mexico, New Jersey. 2 states before, 2 states after. 235, Michigan. 194, I guaranteed would fall. Went to New Mexico. 541, I guaranteed would fall. Your 541 is good for South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Missouri. 2 states before, 2 states after. You are watching out for 196 no matter what. You are watching out for 943 is guaranteed. This is coming from your 235, so 493 gave you 235, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, 523, 352, they dropped 235. 9043, you will see Kentucky, 2 states before, 2 states after. Look out for it in Georgia. 9808, Florida. Iowa, 2 states before, 2 states after. Ladies and gentlemen, 2122, Michigan. 2221, Michigan. 5443. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 5443 guaranteed. 3456. Ladies and gentlemen, 3456 you will see in Missouri. And Rhode Island. 2 states before, 2 states after. You're going to see 3054 on fire. 9870, Florida. 9803, you will see over and over and over again. DC, Mississippi, South Carolina, 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out Michigan. These numbers are by way of Michigan, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, 2122. They drop 2221. Here we have 2122 2 times, and then 2122 again, over and over and over again. I'm giving you the same numbers so you can win. But if you don't believe me, how can you receive a winning? 2476, Georgia. Rhode Island. Missouri. You're going to see 8258, Ohio. You're going to see 3475, New Jersey. You are also going to see 3371. Look for that in Pennsylvania and Georgia. 8527, you will see in DC, 2 states before, 2 states after, Georgia and Ohio. 24 075, you will see that number over and over and over again. Why? It's on fire. A 5-year-old can pick out the only number on fire. Watch out for 8529. Watch out for 2362. Your 2362 is extremely strong. Look for that number in Missouri. You'll see it in Kentucky. 4583. That number will be making its debut over and over and over again. Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. DC. Those numbers are by way of Ohio, 2 states before, 2 states after. 2588. Ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee that number would show up and show out for us in Ohio. That's it. Focus on my top 4 digits. They will manifest between the dates 724 and 730. I also guarantee the number 4 number in Ohio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know anybody else that's this detailed with what number will fall, when it will fall, how it will fall, where it will fall? 534, ladies and gentlemen. I rest assured everybody that you would be able to see that 534 over and over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be seeing 534 Georgia. You're going to see it in Michigan. 534 South Carolina. 534 Pennsylvania, Iowa, Missouri. 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out DC. 938, you will see 938 Georgia, Florida. 596, you will see Ohio. 079. I guaranteed 079. It dropped in New York. Hello, New York. That's guaranteed right there. 412, you will see. Your 412 is a Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire number. It is a Indiana number. Four seven nine, no matter what. 479, no matter what. You'll see that in Mississippi. You'll see that in New York, New Mexico. You'll see it New Jersey, Georgia. 2 states before, 2 states after. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, your 726 was in the mix. They dropped it 627. Watch out for 072 straight. They sing a song if you listen. 596, ladies and gentlemen. I promise 596 would fall straight. It fell straight for a VIP. 493, I guarantee that number would fall straight. I told you that number would manifest on 726 to 731. I also guaranteed the number 4 number 1, 2, 3, 4. Guaranteed straight 493. 664, you will see, ladies and gentlemen. You will also see 116 on fire. Look for that in New Jersey. 985, you will see. I also like it, 859. Look for it in Missouri. You're going to see 493. You're going to see 943. You're going to see 087, some of 15, 6, and 24. 216 is a very strong combination. 592, no matter what. 431, ladies and gentlemen. Your 431, I told you you would see that number over and over again. 431 is on fire. You got 116 on fire. Watch out for 186, ladies and gentlemen. 186 is a very strong combination. Those numbers are by way of Georgia, 2 states before, 2 states after. There's your 439. I kept my promise. 5714, one of my favorites. 3165. You will see that in Missouri. Watching out for 8471. You'll see that in DC. 2 states before, 2 states after. Also, don't leave out Georgia. You will see 6553. That's DC. That's Missouri. 9031. I guaranteed that number would fall straight. But who's listening to me? Who's following my $1,000 predictions? You'll probably see that one promised in the future. Your 8471, I already told you to watch out for that combination. You will see that combination over and over and over again. Watch out for 9031. Remember, I said it would fall on 727 straight. That means that it fell on that day. That means that you will see that number all the way up until August 2nd. Don't believe me, just watch. Numbers don't lie, but people do. You got 0377. You will see that number in Pennsylvania. You're going to see 9710 no matter what. 1298 no matter what. You will see 3189 over and over and over again. That's guaranteed. Look for that in Michigan. 3291. You'll see that one in Georgia. 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out Missouri and Maryland. 7851. You will see 7851 New York. 2 states before, 2 states after. Watch it go to Georgia. 2 states before, 2 states after. And remember the 1475 New York. 288. That's going to be no matter what in the future. 224. You will see Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, 517 New Jersey. You're going to see 158 New Jersey. Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. You're going to see 516 over and over and over again. Look for that in South Carolina. Look for that in Pennsylvania and DC. You will see 219 over and over and over again. Look for that in Mississippi. You'll see it in Kentucky. You see it in Georgia. 2 states before, 2 states after. As you can see, the 341 was on the roster. 341. If you remember, I promised that number. It's going to be promised in the future. Watch out for 638. It's guaranteed. And 367. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your 2, 2, 4. straight. Double dollar sign is proof that I knew it would fall. 558. Watch out for 559 now. You're going to see 287. You're going to see 075 over and over and over again. That's the sum of 12, 21, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, 290, you will see. 837, you will see. 021 is guaranteed. 65 deuce is guaranteed. Those numbers are by way of Florida. 39859385. Ladies and gentlemen, they dropped 8935. I promised they would do that for us, and they did. Ladies and gentlemen, 6351. You will see that number over and over. Missouri. You'll see it in Indiana. 2 states before, 2 states after. 8653. You will see no matter what. 74 deuce deuce. You will see. That's a no matter what. 8543. You will see 8543. Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. DC, 2 states before, 2 states after. 2395. You will see Missouri. To 863, your only combination on fire. Those numbers are by way of Georgia. Watch out for 273. Watch out for 834, no matter what. 834, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. 834. I said no matter what. That means I promised that number would fall straight for the VIP. Watch out for 79 deuce. You will see 79 deuce in Kentucky, and wherever you see the sum of 18, 9, and 27. Don't leave out Georgia. Don't leave out Mississippi. You're going to see 726 over and over and over again. I promise 627 would fall straight. Stop playing with me. You're going to see 306 and 475. Watch out for those numbers in Pennsylvania, South Carolina, 2 states before, 2 states after. Those numbers are by way of Georgia. Here you have your Florida, 76 deuce. Ladies and gentlemen, I guaranteed that number would fall. There you have it, 726 straight, guaranteed. 577 118. You will see your 577 New Jersey, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 356. You will see 932. 932 Mississippi. 932 Kentucky. 2 states before, 2 states after. You're watching out for 095. That's the sum of 14, 5, and 23. 145, you will see over and over and over again. You can start off in New Jersey and Indiana, Missouri, heavy in Missouri. Look out for it in New Mexico. And it is on fire. Very rare that I'll put the top 4 on fire. You got 634, no matter what. 159 on fire. You will see 159, ladies and gentlemen. 193 is guaranteed. Those numbers are by way of Texas, 2 states before, 2 states after. There's your 932. I met my deadline on that prediction, guaranteeing it would fall. There you have right there, promise kept, 239, number 1 number. Stop playing with me. You got 2405, you will see. You're going to see 9153 over and over and over again. Look for that number in Maryland. You're going to see 6351. I've given you that number more than twice. You're going to see 4420 over and over and over again. Watching out for 5311. You will also see 9381 make its debut. Your 9381 is a Maryland hookup. 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out Michigan. 9153 is no matter what. Watch out for 1333. Extremely strong combination. Those numbers are by way of Texas, by the way. 1965, ladies and gentlemen, you will see that number in New York. 2 states before, 2 states after. 7651. You will see, I promised that number would fall. It dropped in New York. So where are my New York people at? If you are not investing in my promised numbers, what are you doing? Why are you here? I tell you, the first two numbers are no matter what. Fire, no matter what. Triple dollar signs, no matter what. 3042, ladies and gentlemen, you will see 3042. 3154. You will see 3154 in South Carolina. Also, you will see it in Georgia. Also, look for 00 and a possible 000X in Georgia. 2 states before, 2 states after. 3154, you will see over and over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 8597 make its debut. Look for that number in DC. Quad ones, 1989, you will see, and 6156. Your 6156 is a New Jersey hookup. Zero 234, you will see that combination, South Carolina. I guaranteed it would fall there. I promised it would fall there. Better leave me alone, ladies and gentlemen. 991 and 088, you will see Maryland. You're going to see 245. You're going to see 982, no matter what. 437, ladies and gentlemen, is guaranteed. You will see 847, ladies and gentlemen, guaranteed. New Jersey. 568 is no matter what. Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, South Carolina. And your 214. How many times do I got to give you 214 before you believe me? There's your 892. That's they dropped 982. 011 118. 011 and 118. 118 is on fire. You're going to see 666 is on fire. 690 guaranteed. 261, ladies and gentlemen, you will see 261 over and over and over again. I need you to watch out for 368. How many times I got to give you 368 before you believe me? You're going to see 630 over and over and over again. Your 630 is Iowa for you flips and mirror people. You're watching out for 268, extremely strong. 268 is extremely strong. 123, another extremely strong combination. Michigan numbers, 2 states before, 2 states after. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your triple sixes. I declared and decreed that you would see that number over and over and over and over and over and over. How many times I got to give you the number before you believe me? 2496, you will see. You're going to see 9065 in Iowa. Ladies and gentlemen, look out for it in DC. You will see 9064 in New York, 8753 DC. And don't forget about Georgia with that 8753. You're going to see 9063, some of 18, 9, and 27, 1264. You will see in New York. 1265 is extremely strong, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out, watch out. Those are Michigan numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your 8753. I promised that number would fall. It did. You'll see that number going back to Pennsylvania, Michigan, and also Georgia. Congratulations, Big Money West. 768 Deuce. 768 Deuce. Look for that number, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 2, 3, 6, 4 over and over and over again, Missouri. You'll also see it in Kentucky. You'll also see it in Indiana. Write that down. You're going to see 1950, Iowa. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 8766, 4423. "5191, you will see Mississippi. 4332, you will see On Fire. Look for that in Rhode Island. Look for that in New Jersey. Look for that in Georgia. You're going to be looking out for that 2384, ladies and gentlemen. 2384 is extremely strong. DC, Rhode Island, Florida, 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out Georgia. These numbers are by way of Tennessee, 2 states before, 2 states after. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your 5190 that I guaranteed. There it is, 1509 that I guaranteed for it to fall on that day. 0447 deuce deuce. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 794 over and over and over again. You're going to see your 028 falling straight. 028 fell straight, and I promised that number would fall. I indicated it with triple dollar signs for it to fall straight. 789, ladies and gentlemen, Maryland. You are going to see 350, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what. Sum of 8, 17, and 26. 719, you will see Mississippi. And 408, ladies and gentlemen, you will see Michigan. 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out your, let me see, Maryland. Don't leave out Maryland. There's your 350 once again. Straight. There's promised. Number 1 number, 1042. 0142, they drop 4102. 449, 881. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 198 over and over and over again. You will see 197. That's going to be no matter what in the future. Right now, it's guaranteed. You will see 742, ladies and gentlemen. Look for that number in New Jersey and Georgia. You will see 098, ladies and gentlemen. Look for that number in DC and Michigan. You will see 705 and 479. 3694, Maryland, New York. You are going to see 0932 over and over and over again. I need you to watch out for 3674. Extremely strong combination. 3674 is Rhode Island, New Jersey. You are going to see 2105 and 0125. I told you over and over again, I'm giving you the same numbers. 7446, ladies and gentlemen, you will see that combination. Missouri. Guaranteed. 746 deuce, ladies and gentlemen. You will see that combination in Georgia. You will see that combination in North Carolina, Rhode Island, Missouri, 2 states before, 2 states after. Watch out for 4893. You will see that combination, Maryland and DC. Also 6443. Your 6443 is extremely strong. You'll see that in Indiana. You'll see that in Missouri. Two states before, 2 states after. There's your 0521 that I told you would keep falling over and over again. I put fire on it. 7263, you will see. 9763, you will see. Watch out for 6677 and 6799. You will see 7636 guaranteed. You will see 4976 guaranteed. Look for that in Virginia. You will see 9760 Florida. You will see 5845 Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. I guaranteed it. Nope, I promised it. But nobody believing me what you promising, man. Just give them the numbers. Don't even say you promise it. Because they're not going to believe you. Because if they did, they'd be tipping you. 7636, you're going to see. Watch out for 533. Watch out for 665. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 665 in South Carolina, Pennsylvania. 2 states before, 2 states after. Don't leave out Iowa. 910, no matter what. 647, no matter what. You will see 920. You will see 597 over and over and over again. I need you to watch out for 215. It's extremely strong. Sum of 8, 9, and 27. There's your 764. Guaranteed to fall on that day. 833, 773. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 210. You will see 740 over and over and over again. 741, 817, 871. Boom, boom, boom. I promised that number would fall. You're going to see 742 and 951. Watch out for 740. Sum of 11, 2, and 20. Those numbers are by way of Michigan, 2 states before, 2 states after. As you can see, the same numbers keep dropping. There's your 178 guaranteed. There's your 781 guaranteed. Watch out for 6341, ladies and gentlemen. New York. 6341, Indiana. 6341, Kentucky. 2 states before, 2 states after. Watch out for 7643. How many times I got to give you that number before you believe me? Rhode Island. DC. 5364, you will see 5364 over and over and over again. Indiana. Missouri. 4134, you will see. Indiana. 7474, New Jersey. Missouri. Virginia. New Mexico. Maryland. 5673, guaranteed. 3290, no matter what. Watch out for quad threes. 9021, 7465, you will see in New York. You're watching out for 4440, sum of 12, 21, and 3. Watch out for 8333 and 3338. You will see quad threes, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for 9726, extremely strong combination. 9667 on fire. 5697 on fire. 9732, Rhode Island. 9432, Rhode Island, Maryland, 1180 UOC, 8110 UOC. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for 108 deuce, and you will see 1979 over and over and over again. Watch out for 1971. There's your 8101. They pull 1180. Watch out for 8101. You'll see that number all the way up until 730. You got 669, 778, ladies and gentlemen. You will see these combinations over and over again. 816, no matter what. 146, no matter what. You will see 012 and 489, no matter what. 037, ladies and gentlemen, 037, I guaranteed 037 would fall straight. You're watching out for 731, sum of 11, 2, and 20. There's your 849. I promised that number would fall. It did. You got 818 and 388. Watch out, watch out. 308, you will see sum of 11, 2, and 20. Watch out for 286. How many times I got to give you 286 before you believe me? 589, you will see. 791, you will see. 592 is guaranteed. And also 792 is guaranteed. Those are by way of Texas. There's your 791 straight. I promised that number would fall straight. It fell straight. Watch out for 3460. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 7462. How many times I got to give you that number before you believe me? Watch out for 7965. It is on fire. 2671, you will see. And you'll see that number in North Carolina. And you'll see it in Ohio. 7964, you will see. New York. You see it in Missouri. You'll see it in Virginia. You'll see it in New Mexico and Maryland. Watching out for 8533, extremely strong combination. And you will also see 8353. Watching out for 7963 and 2671. Extremely strong combination. 2671, North Carolina. Those are by way of Texas. 9643, New York, Indiana. 9610, you're going to see 7875 over and over and over again. (6432) you will see in Missouri. You're going to see it in Kentucky. You're going to see it in Rhode Island. 8654, you will see Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. 7785, you will see. They dropped it, 7578. 909 and 774. 909 and 774. 774 dropped straight. I promised it. Only number on fire, 098, 198. I told you about the 198. I promised it. You're going to see 648 and 493. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for the 493. Georgia. You're going to see 395. You're going to see 054. By way of Tennessee, 2 states before, 2 states after, there's your 774. There's your 774 on fire, straight. And as promised, 661, 229, you will see 229 is very special, ladies and gentlemen. Look for 229 in Kentucky. Look for 229 in Georgia, in Ohio. 528, you will see. I promised it. You're going to see 527 next. You're going to see 529 next. 529 answered my call. You're going to see 204 in Indiana. 204 answer my call in. No, that is actually 9. That was a 942. 1 second. Let's go back and check it out. 942. Yep. There you have it right there, ladies and gentlemen. 942 straight. Ladies and gentlemen, 229. You will see 229 over and over and over again. Don't believe me, just watch. Look for that number in Georgia. It is on fire. 9154, you will see that in New York. 8197 4515. 4515 is South Carolina for you flips and mirror people. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 5714, one of my favorites. You will see 2360, no matter what. 4514, you will see. You will also see 4511 over and over again, Mississippi. Watching out for your 2158, extremely strong combination. There's your 9854. You'll see that number in DC. You're watching out for 2563, ladies and gentlemen. The only number on fire. I promise my numbers will fall, but you got to believe me. You got to watch out for 4776, ladies and gentlemen. Your 4776 is Missouri. It is New Mexico and Maryland. Watch out for that combination, extremely strong. You will see 9065. You will see 4778. Your 4778 is New Mexico and Maryland. Don't leave out Indiana. Don't leave out Pennsylvania. Don't leave out DC. You're going to see 9656, ladies and gentlemen, and 6784, DC. Two 224-008. You will see 732. You will see 579. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 564. 564 right here. 564 straight. And 546. 3 times that number failed for me. One 29792. You will see 128 and 127. Watch out, watch out. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your 774. Watch out for your 377. You will see 873. You will see 736. Watching out for 504089. You will see 491, New Mexico, and 781. You will see over and over and over again. Georgia, 2 states before, 2 states after. There's your 737. They dropped 377. 2390. I've been giving you that number over and over and over again. 9450. You're going to see that in Iowa. You're going to see that in Pennsylvania. You're watching out for 2354, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 7186 over and over and over again. 2390. How many times I got to give it to you? 9520 is extremely strong. You'll see that number in DC. Those are Georgia numbers. There's your 1687, guaranteed straight. There's 8167, promised to fall. 1687, guaranteed straight. 4598, you will see. Watching out for 6766. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see 4589. You will also see 9850. I promised that number would fall. It did. You're going to see 5243 no matter what. 8901 you will see. Watching out for 8453. Ladies and gentlemen, you should already know the 8453 is an extremely strong combination. You're going to watch out for the 4589. It is guaranteed. It will be promised in the future. 944669, you will see. Watch out for 209. You're watching out for 485. 485, I promised would fall. It did. You're going to see 87250 deuce and 206. There is your 872. I promised that number would fall straight. It did. 611, you will see 611 over and over. 133, you will see Virginia. 264, you will see, you're going to see 701 and 107. Remember, I promised that number would do what it's supposed to do. But if you don't believe me, it's not going to do shit for you. 635, you will see, and 582. There's your 187 that I promised would fall. Boom, boom, boom. Watch out for 143. I guaranteed that number would fall. But if you remember, I also promised 143 would fall straight. Y'all better leave me alone. Okay, let me check out. Let's see here. 7947. 7974. 4779. Let's see what that one do. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? I even underestimate my own work. 4797, 4779. Boom. Boom. Promised. Promised. Watch out for 6974. Watch out for 6870. Watch out for 1349. One 394, watch out for it. Write down 4913. Write down 9134. Mm-hmm. 9413. And as as you can see, I guarantee 9431 would fall in Maryland. Okay. Write down 1469. So if you would have went back one day, you would have been able to capture just by playing it for 2 days. And I promise 6941. Write down 9641. Okay, let me see here. 3473. Okay. All right, let's tally these up here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Okay. 47 guaranteed. I promised 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 of those numbers I promised. Either the first two fire or triple dollar signs. Straight, we called out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 straight numbers on yesterday's date. This is what you'll see for the next 4 days. Zero 0917 0204 9270 8164 and 1177. Okay. Somebody asked me, how come you don't give out 3 digits? Because I give them out when I do my followed by these numbers. As you hear me calling out the numbers, I'm giving you the big money patterns. Also, when I give out 3 digits and people win, they very seldom tip. But when people hit that 4 digit, it just hits them differently when they see the amount of money that they have in their hands. And I guess it makes them feel a little guilty for not reciprocating the love that I show every day. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you will see me at the winner's table no matter what. Ohio, 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 13 is 17, 8, and 26. That's Ohio. Ohio, 5 plus 4 is 9. So you got 9, 18, and 27. Ohio. Georgia, 8 and 8 is 16, 7, and 25 for your sum. 5 and 4 is 9, 18, and 27. Michigan, 12, 3, and 21. Michigan, 17 and 3 is 20 plus 9, 29. 29 is 29, sum, 11, 2, and 20. Remember that. Florida, triple nines, 27, 9, and 18. 22, 4, and 13. North Carolina, 8, 17, and 26. North Carolina, 8 and 7, 15, 6, and 24. New York, New York, 16, 7, and 25. New York, 8 and 11 is 19, 10, and 1. I'll see everybody at the winner's table no matter what. abundant prosperity in health and in wealth to all who follow me and believe in the hard work that you see me accomplishing every single day without fail. So, what you see me doing here is a progress report on my own predictions for a Sunday where Tennessee only drops once, Texas don't drop none, and I get 47 guaranteed, 29 promises, and 19 of them straight. Y'all better leave me alone. I'll see everybody at the winner's table.